Chris Ballinger, Chief Officer of Strategic Innovation at Toyota Financial. Nice to see you here in LA.
Nice to be here.
And you are talking about what everyone is talking about, and that's driverless cars. Toyota has spent a lot of money already with research centers to talk about the future of driving. How close are we really to something like a driverless car?
That depends on what you mean by how close. There's cars out there that can handle most roads under most conditions, probably better than human drivers already. But to handle all roads in all conditions, snowstorms in Alaska, monsoons in Mumbai, probably still a long way off. The other question is what do we mean by ready enough? We tolerate the existing auto infrastructure with 33,000 deaths per year in the US and over 1 million worldwide. We don't know yet what we'll tolerate with autonomous cars.
I have to tell you, I recently in New York drove Toyota's urban mobility vehicle, which is another kind of project for the future. When you look at the investment in driverless cars, a vehicle like that one that I drove, how will we know that those investments pay off in terms of just price per car? I mean, none of this is really out there yet. It's still very much in an R&D phase. It's almost like a drug company spending on R&D to come up with the right pill. So how do you plan ahead for something like that? You need to invest, you want to invest, but one day it's going to have to provide a return.
So I think we're moving from an economy, an auto economy today that's maybe a $1 or $2 trillion industry to an auto services industry that's probably an $8 to $10 trillion industry. And so I don't think you need to be right about everything. I think there's a lot of room for experimentation and an awful lot of things are going to pay off.
So your title, Strategic Innovation, how do you come up with some ideas? I mean, when you're really trying to plan out decades in advance.
No, I think 2 years is as far as I can possibly plan. And beyond that, it's all speculation and guesswork. What do? You try and talk to as many smart people as you can, spend as much time in San Francisco and Silicon Valley as you can. There's an awful lot of ideas that are coming from outside the auto industry, and getting in touch, talking to VCs, and entrepreneurs, and serial entrepreneurs, and people in mobility services, and engineers, and it's been a lot of fun.
Are you hoping for a partnership with a technology company?
I think we're looking, as are all auto companies, at all kinds of partnerships and all kinds of non-traditional players, because there's an awful lot of new things going on and good ideas are coming from everywhere.
In terms of the Ubers and the Lyfts of the world, I mean, even for this conference, the parking was so bad that you were suggested to take an Uber to get here. That was in the official document, so did we actually. So with this sharing economy, do you think we'll move into an era where car ownership is something of the past and several people have a car and they share the use of that car?
Yes, I think there will still be private ownership, but I think when we talk about the future, we talk about a future that's shared, autonomous, connected. And we're moving along and progressing faster probably in connections and in sharing than we are with the autonomous technology. And you see it already today. You see it with if you've taken an Uber or ordered an Amazon package, you've already participated in the mobility services economy. And it's an economy that's already, in terms of its market value, about the size of the whole auto industry. So it's already here, you're already participating in it, and it's going to get a lot bigger.
Chris Ballinger, great to chat with you here. Thanks so much.
Thank you.